What's up, famous Coach Cam? We are back again with another workout. This time it is pull day, starting off 80-pound semi-supinated chin-ups. You can see I have the lights turned on that I installed above my gym. It's four lights that are kind of in a square pattern. Makes it a lot brighter in here. I got the same 6 reps as last time. I went for that seventh rep and didn't quite get there, but that's kind of to be expected with this deep into the exercise progression that I've been working this for a few months now. It's no longer easy, it's no longer newbie gains. Um, if you're new to lifting, you can make a lot of progress in a short amount of time. And I'm definitely somebody who's at that point with chin ups where I've been doing them for like 10 years. So improvement is very difficult. Next here is seated cable rows, 120 pounds, so same weight as last time. I think I got an extra rep or two. I'll show you guys the stats at the very end. But overall, this went good. Trying to drive the elbows back and kind of upward, really, just to create kind of a higher row angle to hit the upper back, is my goal with this. Um, there's a lot of row variations out there, so it's honestly challenging for me to pick just one. Another one I like is body rows or inverted rows, which I actually added at the end of this workout that we'll get to in a few minutes. But next here is single arm dumbbell curls. And this, I don't think I progressed. I think I actually went down by 1 rep, I believe. So this is kind of what happens when I keep myself on a rigid training frequency. So to train each workout once a week, so 2 workouts per week, usually like one on Tuesday, the other on like a Saturday, kind of somewhere around there is what I've been doing. And I find that if I keep myself in that rigid schedule, sometimes it results in less progress. Ideally, for me, I think if I could train once every 4 days, that would be best, but it's tough with the week being a 7-day schedule. My firefighting work cycle is like a 9-day schedule, so it just ends up falling on days that I would be at the station and I don't want to work out there because I can't use the same equipment and track progressive overload as well if I'm using different equipment, different tools to train my muscles. So I like training at home because obviously the equipment is extremely consistent. It just comes down to my effort and my recovery. So this day was actually my first day off out of my work week cycle, and I laid in my bed from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and I slept from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I literally took a 4-hour nap several hours before this workout and did this workout in the evening. Um, I was also on a podcast today with a firefighter that I found on Instagram who has like a health and fitness page dedicated toward first responders. And we had a really good chat. So I'm gonna definitely be linking that in the next few weeks on my page, definitely on my Instagram, but I'll try to find a way to post it or repost it or something to YouTube if that's at all possible. We had some really good conversations about fitness, about expectations as a firefighter, and what training could and should look like to get the best results, but still put recovery first and to reduce our risk of injury. So that was deadlifts, 255 for 10. Here's shrugs, 225. I think also 13 reps around there. Um, I'm really glad I added these into my workout because it's actually increased the thickness of my neck because your upper traps connect to your neck, like the neck extensors in the back, and it's overall helped my neck grow without direct neck work. I used to do neck flexion, neck extension. I still have the harness if I want to do that, but I'm finding good results just by training my upper traps. So sticking with that for now. Next here is this single arm Bayesian curl. Added 5 pounds to this. Got 7 reps here. just holding onto the pole for like more bracing so I don't have to, try to brace myself just freestanding. You want to keep exercises as stable as possible, and you want to find exercises that you like. If you can find exercises that you like, that's going to help you make more progress because you're going to enjoy doing them. You're going to be passionate and excited about showing up to the gym and pushing yourself hard. So that's kind of what chin ups is for me. Like, I love pull ups, chin ups. I used to specialize in them, and I used to use a lot of heavy weight for a lot of reps. Um, but now I just use the pull up or chin up as an exercise to help get me overall bigger and stronger based on my technique, and just trying to progressively overload without just all out yanking myself up and down from the bar, because that's what I used to do. And it got me really good numbers on paper, but I was really small. Definitely don't ever want to go back to that. So I'm still kind of in that 170 range right now. Um, It's April, so at some point this summer, I'm going to do a little bit of a cut. Honestly, it might just be a few weeks long, like 4 weeks or something like that, because I think that's how close I am to being lean that I could probably cut in a short amount of time, cut like 10 pounds and then be done with it. But we will see. So I added this in because this is the exact row pattern that I want in a row. I want that high angle with the elbows flared out, and the resistance curve is really good on this. I connect with this exercise really well, and so I had to add it in there because I just want to see like what happens if I'm like overly sore or if I can progress on this as well. I just have to make sure the bar is at the same height and my feet are at the same height, which gets kind of hard to progress over time. Like, I'm gonna have to elevate my feet at some point. But overall, this exercise is crazy good. You're basically doing rows, but you're hitting your delts like insane. Like, you're hitting your rear delts and even your mid delts. That's how like good of an angle it is. You've probably seen Alex Leonidas do kind of a cable version of rows where he's like leaning all the way back. It's kind of like that, it feels like. So had to throw it in. Here is forearm barbell wrist curls behind the back. Added 5 pounds, so up to 85 pounds. And then here's my post workout flex. Once again, I'm around 170, like 168 to 171, depending on the day and the time. This is the same lighting that I normally take this video in. So I turned off some of the overhead lights, kept the one in the center of my garage. You can see everything on the left is what I did last time, and then at the bottom is what I did this workout. So not too much progress really, but we're sticking to the grind. So like, share, comment, and subscribe.